Hi mate, been watching your videos for a few years now, since the end of UFC 3 or the start of UFC 4, and was just hoping you had the time to read this and give me some advice. I've been watching MMA and boxing since I could remember as a kid. I'm 27 years old now and playing video games since I can remember as well, so obviously I was interested in your videos. A few questions if you have the time to reply. I've just edited my first video and it took me forever, so I understand if you're busy. I've worked construction since I was about 17 years old, and I've always had the urge to make content on YouTube but never gotten around to it until now. So I'm late to the party, if that makes sense. I was wondering what kind of microphone do you use for your videos? Because my brand new Blue Yeti USB microphone doesn't seem to be picking up clear audio. It's like echoing from the loft in my flat. And what advice would you give me on this new UFC 4 video I made? And as a new YouTube creator slash combat sports creator in general, gathering views, editing, etc. If you're too busy to reply, I understand. I didn't realize how long it would take me to edit, so it's made me realize it's not that easy for content creators either. Hopefully UFC 5 comes out this year and we bump into each other along the road. Thanks, mate. So, really good question. I really appreciate the question. It's a question that I've received everywhere for a long time now, even before I got to 100,000 subscribers. But right now, at this point, I feel like I am qualified to actually give you an answer. What I would say in regards to the video that you uploaded, we're going to take a look at that in a moment. But before that, let's focus on your question right here where it says, and as a new YouTube content creator, combat creator, what advice would you give me in terms of gathering views, editing, etc.? So the first thing I will say is you need to figure out exactly why you want to get into this, man. You know, for a lot of people, this is like a hobby. For some people, they get into it because they've looked around, they've seen the climate, they see there is huge potential here. And when I say potential, I mean potential to turn this into a lucrative career. And because of that, people get into that with that mindset. And there are people that get into that with that mindset, but then they are not honest with themselves about why they're doing YouTube. You need to be honest with yourself, man. You need to really ask yourself, like, why the hell am I doing this? Because your reason or your goal, what you're trying to get to, is going to determine how successful you're going to be. Besides that, there are 5 reasons I can give you, 5 concrete reasons I can give you why people succeed or fail on YouTube. Number 1 is your timing. Number 2 is your subject matter. Number 3 is your uniqueness or your creativity. Number 4 is your consistency, and number 5 is luck. Now let's go ahead and break all of these down one by one. When I say timing, I'm talking about when you get into YouTube. With content creation, especially on YouTube, the best time to do it is always yesterday. And the reason for that is the difficulty you're going to find is going to depend on how many people are actually already doing it. For example, take a look at the Call of Duty content creators in the past. Some of the most successful ones got into it when there were fewer people making Call of Duty content. Because of that, because they were one of the first few ones to do it, automatically it was unique. Automatically the subject matter was brand new. It's something people hadn't seen before. So there's a huge advantage to getting into it as early as possible and being one of the first few people to do it. If you can do that, you're going to find that everything else is going to become easier. Your subject matter will become easier. Your uniqueness wouldn't be as important. Consistency probably won't be as important either. And you won't have to get lucky. Number 2 is subject matter. When I say subject matter, of course, I'm talking about what are you going to be doing on YouTube. Now, you've already mentioned that your subject matter is going to be UFC. You want to play the UFC game. You want to cover mixed martial arts in some sense. That's good. It's well and good. But it's also important to understand that your subject matter determines how fast you're going to grow. It also determines the cap of your audience. When I first started YouTube, I understood that, well, when I first started, I personally thought that the most I might be able to get, if I get lucky, is 100,000 subscribers. I knew I was going to be able to get to 100K. But at that time, I was thinking to myself, man, this is such a niche type of content. Only very few people. First of all, mixed martial arts in general is still a brand new sport. It's still new. It's not an old sport. And because of that, it doesn't really have a lot of fans. Not like something like soccer or boxing, for example. And then you think about the fact that I'll be covering the MMA game. First of all, the mixed martial arts game is extremely small, covering a sport that's already really small. So how many people will actually even be playing the game? And from the people that will be playing the game, how many of them would even care enough to watch someone else play the game? And so I understood this before going into that, right? Because of my subject matter, my pool of audience will be smaller. It's not like I'll be playing a super popular game, when if you're playing a popular game, then you have a wider audience to reach. So this is very important. If your goal is to grow fast and to grow a massive channel, then picking the UFC 4 as your subject matter might not be the best idea. It might not be the best idea because of 1, niche content, and 2, timing. But we'll get back to that in a bit. Number 3 is uniqueness and creativity. This is a big one. It's a big one because if you're unique enough, if you're creative enough, you can bypass number 1, you can bypass number 2, and you don't even have to be as consistent if you're creative enough. People in general, especially these days, get bored very easily. The attention span of your average content consumer is very little. If you take a look at YouTube, if you're a content creator, you know it's about 4 minutes. That's why the things that blow up, the things that catch on, are typically ridiculously unique or ridiculously creative. Now, a mistake people make when they think of the word unique and creative is they think it has to be talented. There's the word I'm looking for. Oh, whatever it is I'm doing has to come with some kind of talent. It doesn't have to. You don't have to have talent. It just has to be something that no one else is doing. Something that is completely unique to you. Something that people just haven't seen before. Something that will be like, oh my God, I really haven't seen that anywhere before. I'll give you an example. There's a channel on YouTube called How To Basics. If you've never seen or watched How To Basics, it's one of the most ridiculous channels on YouTube. But the content is incredible. It's phenomenal content. Is it a talented content? Like, do you have to be talented to produce the sort of content that How To Basics produces? No. All he does is throw eggs and break shit. I'm literally not making this up or exaggerating. Go take a look at his channel. He's got millions of subscribers and he has a lot of people watching him. All he does is throw eggs and break shit. But why did it catch on? Because no one else on YouTube was throwing eggs and breaking shit. Not just that. The combination, the setup of the video, the fact that the way the video is titled, the thumbnail, the hook, the fact that you go into the video thinking you're about to get an actual tutorial. For example, he'll say, how to cook chicken, or how to wash your car. And that would be the title of the video, how to wash your car. In the thumbnail, there's going to be an actual car in the thumbnail, and there's going to be someone actually washing a car. And then when you start watching the video, he'll typically start off washing the car. And then in the process of washing the car, he starts flinging eggs at the car, throwing shit at the car. And I'm talking hundreds of eggs, breaking the window of the car, turning the car upside down, setting it on fire. And then in the end, he goes, there, your car is washed. It is so unique and so creative that millions of people saw it and was like, I have to subscribe for more. This is too good. This is just too goddamn good. Excuse me. And so when it comes to being unique and creative, think of it that way. You look at this community, for example, and a vast majority of people are doing the same things. And if you ask yourself, where does that come from? We can trace it back to somewhere, right? MMA Game started fighter showcases. He was the OG. I would say he was the number one, the first guy to start an MMA gaming channel. It was MMA Game. And people forget that, but it's important. I always bring that up because it's very important to pay the man his dues. He was the man that started it. At the time MMA Game started his YouTube channel, he built it around UFC Undisputed 3. And when I saw his content for the first time, he already had 3,000 subscribers. Now, when I saw it, he was doing fighter showcases, but not fighter showcases for upcoming fights. He was just using fighters and putting commentary over it. When I saw it, I knew I wanted to do what he was doing, but I knew I couldn't just do exactly what he was doing. I had to bring something else to the table. Something else that will make people care. That will make people go, okay, I already watch MMA Game. Why the hell would I want to watch this new Martial Mind guy? What is he doing that's different? And so what I did is what I need you to think of, and think of very, very carefully. For you to be truly unique, for you to be truly creative, you cannot play a character. You can't invent a character. You can't turn yourself into something you're not. The best place that uniqueness comes from is from within you. What is the one thing that is truly, authentically you? You're not looking at other people and going, oh, what are they doing? Let me do exactly that. No, you're looking inwards and saying, what is it that me specifically, me personally, not anybody else, what is it that I do that's unique to me? And the reason why it's so important is so you don't get burnt out. So for example, don't try to talk. When you start making your videos, don't try to put on a commentary voice. I talk the way I talk like right now because this is literally how I talk. Like, I've got people telling me, oh my God, you have a really good commentary voice. How do you do it? I'm like, I just talk how I talk normally. If you hang out with me in person, this is the exact same way that I sound. I don't force myself to sound proper. I don't force myself to, to not use certain lingo. This is just how I sound naturally. And so I approach my commentary in that way. Now, sometimes I watch some content creators. Some days they're like, nah, I mean, bro, like, check this out, fam, you feel me, boy? Like, damn, man, like, damn, I can't. And then all of a sudden they're going, all right, so today we're going to do a fighter showcase and I'm going to use Justin Gaethje. Now, what is Justin Gaethje known for? And I'm sitting there like, the fuck? That's not how you sound. Like, what are you doing? Don't try to put on a commentary voice. You're literally stripping yourself of your uniqueness. You need to believe that the way you sound, even if you sound country as hell, bro, even if you got the deepest country accent in the world, which a vast majority of people might consider to not be that pleasing to listen to, regardless of what your content is, regardless of what you sound like, don't change your voice, your look. Wear the same, dress like you normally do. If you have a mannerism that you portray in real life, bring that to the camera. Don't put on some kind of persona. It's not gonna help, and you're eventually gonna burn out doing that. I'm gonna show you guys an example. One of my favorite channels to watch right now on YouTube is this dude named VR Diablo. It's kind of upsetting that he doesn't upload a lot, But he does UFC 4 content. Sometimes he will do WWE content. And I need you guys to take a look at this man's channel right here. You see he's got 88,000 subscribers. He is, I'll put it this way, he is the most unique content creator in this community. 100% more unique than me. If you're trying to look at someone with uniqueness, the man is extremely unique. And if you guys have not heard about him, you're hearing about him the first time right here. Here's his channel, VR Diablo. I'm gonna pick one of his videos, and I need you to listen to his voice, listen to the commentary style, listen to the way he edits the videos, the pacing of the videos. No one else in the community does it like he does right here. So let's see, I'm gonna pick a video that's not too long.
Shoot Michael Jackson with the Smooth Criminal, baby. But he hit me with the 2-piece, so I hit him with the Will Smith special. Puck your ass on the ground, and I two-step, baby. You know what time it is. Back to the motherfucking work grounds, baby. It's about time you get your ass on the ground. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I started 2-piece, 3-piece, 4-piece in this motherfucker like a goddamn combo straight out of KFC. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, y'all finna watch some embarrassing stuff. I try to hit the 2-step after the damn swing around. I got my ass laid out, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm not even gonna play it like I didn't deserve it. I did it to myself, but I wasn't going out like that. So I told Buddy Boy, please run it back with me. That was not me. Had to hit him with the goddamn cat mode. I said that was my little brother, bro, my little cousin. Boy just turned 3 years old. Got a hold of the controller. Got my ass rocked, baby. Let's run it back one more time, please. I'll give you a nickel if you play with my...
You get the point. You get the point. The man is unique. He's unique with his content. And because of that, he started his channel. If we go back and take a look at his videos right here, his channel was started a year ago. Well, his first video was posted a year ago. We could probably figure out when the channel was actually made. Channel was made in 2017, but his first video was actually uploaded a year ago. And in that time, man has amassed 88,000 subscribers. That is a lot of subscribers, man. It's a lot of subscribers to gain in a short amount of time. And that only happens because he's unique. Now back to me. When I noticed what MMA Game was doing, I noticed that he was doing fighter showcases. He would record content with a specific fighter. People would do fighter requests, like ask him to use a specific fighter. He would use the fighter, and then he would do commentary over it. I figured I could do the same thing, but I'm going to bring something that is unique to me to the picture. What is unique to me? I actually follow the sport of MMA. I have actual real life training. I did Muay Thai for about 2 years, and I have knowledge about the sport, and I could play the game in a simulation way. And that was my uniqueness to the game. So my commentary style was very different from what MMA Game was doing. When I commentate my fights, I'm almost talking about it like it's a real fight. When I play the game, I'm trying to mimic the fighters. I'm trying to fight like it's a real fight. And I'm also passing on whatever little knowledge that I had of striking at that time. And you guys will notice right now, I'm trying to do the same thing with jiu-jitsu. So that was my way of being unique. Not just that, I started doing, instead of post-production commentary, I started doing live commentary as I play. As I'm playing, I'm actually commentating over what I'm doing. Not only that, I started doing fighter showcases specifically for UFC events. I started that. A new UFC event is coming up. I go, you know what I'm going to do, man? I'm going to showcase every single fighter on the card, or at least the fighters on the main card. I start to showcase those fighters. And if it wasn't enough from there, I had to keep innovating. And with UFC 2, I was doing so many different series. I was doing the Random Fighter Select series. There was another series where the game would give you a select few of fighters. I turned that into a series. Every little opportunity I get to turn something into a series, I did that. And so because I was doing a bunch of different unique and creative things that no one else was doing at the time, my channel started to grow at a pretty fast rate. And that is the only way I've become the biggest UFC gaming channel on YouTube. That is the only way that has been able to happen. Because I brought, and I wasn't building, I wasn't like, I'm not, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not playing a character. What I'm doing is I'm just doing what I'm into, what I personally find interesting, what I'm good at. I'm bringing that into my content. So I need you to do that. I need you to ask yourself, what is the one thing, look around, what is the one thing that is unique to me? Man, it could be your voice. It could be the way you edit your videos. It could be the way you commentate your videos. You don't have to do the things the same exact way everybody does. You don't have to do fighter showcases. You don't have to be good at the game. You don't have to be so freaking good at the game. Find something. Just sit down and ask yourself, what is it about this game that I love to really do, right? Figure it out and then bring that to your audience. And I need you to have faith that no matter what it is you do, you're going to find people that fucking love to watch it, bro. I don't understand ASMR, but there are millions of people watching ASMR videos on YouTube right now. No matter what it is, man, no matter how dumb you think it is, no matter how weird you think it is, unusual you think it is, you're going to find people that look at it and think that is cool as hell. I want to keep watching. Number 4 is consistency. You have to be consistent. You cannot upload one video a week and even remotely hope to grow a YouTube channel. When people subscribe to you, typically the first thing they do is they go and they look at your channel. How often is this guy uploading? If this dude is uploading once a month, then I don't really feel the need to subscribe to him. He's not going to feed me content as much as I want. You need to be consistent with your content. Starting off, you could do 3 times a week. If it's possible, upload once a day. And when you do, don't even look at your views. Don't look at how many comments you're getting. Don't look at how many likes you're getting. Don't pay attention to that. Stay consistent and keep working. Eventually, you're going to see growth. If your subject matter, how you're approaching the UFC game is unique and creative, you're going to see growth. I already showed you guys a man who posted his first video a year ago and is now at 88,000 subscribers. That's to tell you, like, I would say he's the third. It's me, it's Ricky J Sports, and then it's VR Diablo. I don't know. Well, no, that's not accurate. D-Man has a fairly big channel as well, but D-Man, he posts UFC content, but he also posts basketball content as well. So I don't know if he would pass as a MMA UFC content creator. But you take a look at someone like Ricky J Sports, go look at his content. Unique. He speaks in a unique way. One thing that's very unique to Ricky J, besides his Canadian accent, is that you're never gonna hear him curse. And Ricky is not doing that on purpose. He's not like, oh, he doesn't curse in his videos because Ricky J just does not curse. He's the nicest fucking guy you're going to meet. The dude is Canadian. So he brings that niceness to his videos. And when you watch his videos, you just feel good on the inside. You know what I mean? Like when you watch me, it's more like you're getting a bunch of information bombarded on you. Ricky J is feel good. You know, he starts how does he start his videos? First of all, when he's talking, it sounds like he's laughing. It sounds like he has a smile on his voice as he's talking. But my point is, that is his unique thing that he does. That's his unique personality that he brings to it. And when you watch him, you get a feeling. If you want to you don't go to Ricky J for high level gameplay. You go to Ricky J when you want to feel good watching content. So you need to figure out, like, are you funny? Are you a hilarious guy? Do you know how to make people laugh? I mean, genuinely make people laugh? Bring that into your content and do it well, and you're going to see a lot of growth. Maybe you're a daredevil. I know you said you worked construction. Who knows, man? There might be a way that you can You can link your job as a construction worker. You could link it somehow to mixed martial arts. There's got to be a way that you can do it. If there's a way you can do it, try that. All right. And then last is luck. You got to get lucky, man. Everyone has an idea. Everyone has a time when they're going to get lucky. For some people, they get lucky because they get a big shout out, right? Now, shout outs don't do what you guys think it does. It doesn't. It's not a magical, unless you're PewDiePie, unless you're a freaking massive content creator. And if someone like PewDiePie shouts you out, you're going to get a few thousand subscribers off the bat. Now, they're going to watch your videos regularly? Probably not. But they're going to subscribe to you just because PewDiePie asked them to subscribe. I'm not that guy. When I ask people, hey, go check this guy out, go subscribe, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to go watch the content. And if it's not good, they're going to go, nope, I'm not subscribing to that. They're going to walk away. The vast majority of you, or a lot of you in the community, your content is just like that. You know, you ask me to give you shout outs. I tell you it's not going to do anything. I give you a shout out and you don't get any subscribers. It's because your content is just not good, or it's not unique enough. If you're doing the same exact thing that I'm doing, there's no reason for anyone to subscribe to you, bro. That's my point. If you're doing the exact same thing that Ricky's doing or someone else is doing, there's no one. They're gonna go, okay, why would I subscribe to this guy when I can just stay sub to Martial Mind? Why would I subscribe to him when I can just stay sub to Ricky J Sports? Like, what is like, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing new here. So that's one way you can get lucky. Somebody can give you a big shout out, but if someone gives you a big shout out, make sure you have the content to keep the interest of your viewers. The way I got lucky is when I got into this thing. It's possible that if I would have got into it right now, I think I would have been able to still be unique and creative, but would I grow to the number I'm at right now? Probably not. I had the luck and I was fortunate enough to get into this at a time when there were few people doing it. I was one of the OGs, one of the first guys to start. That's where my own luck came from. And so we got to figure out a way to seek out luck, figure out a way to get lucky while doing this thing. But again, man, your timing, your subject matter, your uniqueness and your creativity, your consistency, and luck. These are the 5 things that will determine how well you're going to do in this community. Now, one thing I will say, if I will be doing you a huge disservice if I don't mention this, man. It will be tough for you to grow a channel right now doing UFC 4 content. It really would, man. I have to be honest with you. It would. It's going to be tough. You're going to need to be extremely unique, extremely creative. You're going to have to play UFC 4 while skydiving or something. You're going to have to play UFC 4. You got to be known as the guy who plays UFC 4 while driving a fucking car that goes 200 miles an hour. Or you got to get so good at the game. I'm talking kinetic energy levels good of the game, where like when people hear your name, it's like someone said Gordon Ryan. The name Gordon Ryan, right? Well, I'm using a jiu-jitsu reference. LeBron James. When someone says LeBron James, you think, oh, the best. People gotta associate your name with that. So you gotta find a way to be unique, man. You need to figure out something. Take your time to think about it, but come up with something that's uniquely you, that's gonna be different from what I'm doing, from what everyone else in the community is doing, so that when people subscribe to you, they know they're getting that specific thing from you, and that you're the only one they can get that from. If you can do that, man, you're going to find a lot of success. Now, before we end this, I feel like I've been recording for 30 minutes. It's a long ass time to record. Before we end this, let's go take a look at your channel real quick. So this video right here was uploaded 4 days ago. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to you, man, and I'm gonna turn on notification because I want to see I want to see what your content looks like. So let's watch a short video right here. Right off the bat, man, I don't want to watch. And I'm just gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna be real with you. Right off, if this was me and I saw this video, this is as much as I'm going to watch. 12 seconds, and I'm gonna click out and look for something else. Why? Because, man, there's no commentary. Your video has no thumbnail. You're not doing anything unique at all with the editing. You just want me to watch you use the worst fighter at heavyweight. Like, why would I want to watch that? This is me just giving you a bit of tough love and just being real with you. Like, why would I want to watch you use the worst fighter at heavyweight? I could just go do that myself. There's nothing else besides, hey guys, watch me use the worst fighter at heavyweight in UFC 4. You did the same thing using the worst fighter at light heavyweight. I see, it seems like you're doing it for like every single weight class. Whatever it is you're doing, man, the creativity and uniqueness has to increase. Right here you say making people rage quit. Is there a commentary here? No. There's no commentary. You're just playing the game. It's not gonna work. This is not gonna work, man. It will not work. You need commentary. Your commentary needs to be unique. The way you edit your videos has to be unique. If you take a look at my videos, I do a bunch of unique stuff with the way I edit my videos. First of all, I give you the fighter on the lower side of the screen. Of course, I've got my logo underneath right there. The way that I jump from one fight to another is something that is unique to the way that I do it. And that is it. That's it. It's enough. If someone clicks on my video and they see that fighter, the PNG of the fighter immediately on the right side of the screen, right away they know that's Martial Mind's video, because no one else does that. And if anyone else does that, they're copying me. You got to figure out something, man. You got to figure out a way to be unique, to be different. And posting content with no commentary, with your thumbnail being generics, you know, just a picture of the fighter, that's just not going to cut it. It will not. So give it some thought. Think about everything that I said right now. Everything I said, it is from a genuine place. I am not looking to insult you or to be degrading at all. If you can implement it, you're going to find success here, man. I'm telling you that. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope this helps out someone else that's looking to do content in this community. Hope you learned something from it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I will see you guys later with a brand new one. As always, stay safe. Peace out. Have a good one, boys.